The video you're about to see took place in Brazil about 4 years ago. We can see a helicopter with its propellers swirling at the side of the road, but they wouldn't be swirling for much longer. Have a look. A truck turns off the road and starts heading towards the helicopter. As it gets closer, the suspense builds until suddenly the two make contact with one another. The propellers of the helicopter rip the truck to shreds, while the truck causes the helicopter to lose a few of its parts. With both vehicles destroyed, it's a matter of injuries and survival in this situation. Miraculously, the truck driver only had a few minor injuries to show for his roadside accident. The helicopter's owner was also fine, as he was outside the door when the truck came crashing in. The following footage was captured in India on the 6th of February 2024. We can see a raging fire traveling hundreds of feet in the air, with a bunch of sparks shooting from the bottom. The person recording is far away from the fire with a group of friends on the road. The problem is that they aren't far away enough. Take a look. As time goes on, the fire gets progressively bigger, but the person recording stays at the same distance. In their mind, they think that they are too far away to be affected from the fire, but this couldn't be further from the truth. In the bottom left of the screen, the fire catches something extremely flammable because a huge explosion happens. The people recording the incident managed to run away quick enough and didn't suffer from the event, but many others cannot say the same. 149 people were injured from the explosion, and unfortunately 11 people died, which are very large numbers. The upcoming video was recorded on the 13th of February 2024 in Turkey by a worker who was a safe distance from what is happening. We can see a huge landslide in the distance, filling the valley beneath it, but when you get more context, it's much more tragic. Have a watch. This landslide is happening above a gold mine, and it still has miners operating within it. Minister Ali Yerlikaya claims that 9 workers were trapped in the mine when the landslide began, and local rescuers were desperately trying to recover them. The miners weren't the only people in danger from the natural disaster, however. The mine had a large storage of cyanide, and its collapse could allow the substance to contaminate the surrounding areas. The amount of injuries and deaths are unknown for this clip. The following clip emerged to Reddit around 2 years ago and showcases a phenomenon of an event. It happened on the 21st of July 2022 at a pool party. We can see a large amount of people in and around the pool minding their business, but then the unthinkable happens. Have a look.
וואו, יש בולען בבריכה, כפרה.
all of a sudden, a sinkhole opens up in the pool and starts sucking in everything around it. We can see a blurred man close to the edge who falls into the hole, but everyone else seems to be okay. One man approaches the hole to check on the guy who fell in, but the rest hold on to the badminton net for dear life. Eventually, the floaties in the pool cover the hole with the man still inside, and he hasn't been found to this day. Many people believe he was dragged into the earth by the receding pool water, which is most likely the scenario. This terrifying video surfaced on the internet in early 2023 and shows a small yacht in US oceans. This yacht has been lost at sea, and the person recording the video is in a helicopter on a mission to save them. We can see a member of the rescue team swimming towards the yacht down below, and they made it just in the nick of time for what's about to unfold. Take a look. A huge wave starts to approach the yacht before the swimmer even reaches it. The trained swimmer stays still in the situation, ready to survive the wave, but the unmanned boat gets tossed around like a toy. Luckily, the rescue swimmer managed to overcome the wave and save the man on board the yacht before his team took him to a nearby hospital. He ended up okay. The following footage was captured at a school gymnasium in North Carolina by CCTV. We can see a group of children running around and having fun during a PE session until something out of their nightmares came out of nowhere. Have a watch. During their PE lesson, a storm was going on outside. On the surface, this should have caused no problems as they are indoors away from the weather, but the storm found its way to affect them. Suddenly, it ripped through the wall of the building as debris started to fly everywhere. The children started to run in the opposite direction to protect themselves and got away just in time. CNN managed to interview some of the students in the gymnasium and found some key information. The students were playing basketball at the time, but all of a sudden it sounded like an explosion went off. The child interviewed was one of the 3 who got injured, but all of them made it to the hospital and were released. The school remained closed for the following days before all the students came back as normal. The upcoming video was recorded using CCTV that was monitoring a light rail in Arizona. We can see a peaceful street with not much movement for about 4 seconds until a small truck approaches the railway. This is a moment before disaster. Have a look. Before the truck can stop, a train appears on the right-hand side and heads towards it. Luckily, the train is running at a slow pace, or in this situation, could have ended up much worse than it actually did. The train smashes into the back of the truck and derails itself in the process, but everyone involved was very fortunate that day. The truck driver and the train's passengers both remained unharmed, but the train's operator suffered minor injuries. After some investigation, people came to the conclusion that the train's operator caused this to happen. They ran through a red light when they should have stopped and put everyone's life in danger.